An allies fail. Something about the ministries, and it looks like it's from London. But yeah, that's proof that it was probably in a house somewhere and then recycled. It's still really cool. Piece of history.
All right, here's a finished product of the mantle she was making from the first half of this video, but the other one looks equally as good, if not better.
All right, while I'm waiting for the stone for the fireplace to arrive, I want to work on the mantle. And I need something that kind of fits in with the rest of the room. So I have a few of these hewn logs from that barn that we took down that I made many projects with. I'm saving these because I might make one last thing. What that thing is, I don't know yet. But I only need 4 feet. But I always take extra because you never know what's going to be rotten on the ends or what. So I have a tape measure laid out. I already looked at a couple of these. Like these here, I mean, I love to keep the dovetail ends on. But I'm down to my last ones. I already picked out the good ones for like the bed. So I'm probably going to it is rotten on this end anyway. Probably have to just cut it there. But I think I'll use half of this 10-footer here, and it's 70 today. I'm off work, so it'll be a good time to get it cleaned up. I don't think I'm going to pressure wash it. I'll probably use the, oh gosh, I forgot the name of it already. You know what I mean, the sanding thing. Anyway, I'm going to use that just to clean it up and then also do some sanding. I think the other side is not as weathered. I don't know. Let's flip it over. I've been trying to keep them flipped, rotating them so they weather about the same age. But I don't know. It's been a year now since we moved them. Gosh, a year and a half. So I may have to do something to make the color the same. And you can kind of see that some of these, even though I think they're 4 by 6. I don't know. Let's measure. Oh, all right. They're actually 8. And true 8s. Oh, they're 3. Okay. 3 by 8, 3 by 9. They're all, they vary a little bit, but they're all about 8 inches. So that's perfect for that mantle because I can't have anything really big and I don't want anything that sticks out too far. Now, I thought ahead and I already put backing support behind the boards, behind the plywood, so I could put something heavy for a mantle. These things are solid oak, very heavy, still heavy 100 years later. So let me flip that one over and see what it looks like. So yeah, you can see, it's not as grade as the other side, but I think once I start sanding it, it won't make a difference. So it should be fine. It also looks like it should be solid. It felt solid. The only place maybe not is where it was touching this pallet. You can see it's damp here and it hasn't rained for a while. So I'll find out once I get cutting into it. All right, looks like it's still solid oak. Got the usual splits, but that's all right. There's not really going to be anything that I have to worry about for integrity. What I'm going to do is going to put some hidden supports, and they're going to come through the back into the middle of it. So I'll just have to see once how the ends are, because I don't want to put a rod through that. Probably have to go on that side, but anyway, there's my 5-foot chunk. Maybe it's a good time to rotate all these while I got a little bit more room on here. Alright, well I flipped them all on edge, so that'll give them some air and some space to keep drying. I measured this long one here, 18 feet. That's that. I can't even imagine how many hundreds of pounds that is. Solid oak, yeah, 18 feet. I still have to take the tin off of that one yet, but I'll do that when I need it. But I'm glad I flipped them because, they're going to do what they do. They have a little bit of fungus on the bottom, but that'll bake this summer. Let that bake off. Some of this stuff, yeah, when I use the logs, I'll get all that trimmed off. All right. Okay, another project on. All right, the word I couldn't think of before, restorer. I use that on a lot of my barnwood. I thought maybe I could get away with just using it and not having to clean the wood. I know it actually looks pretty good right here, but it's a lot of dirt coming off of it, so I am gonna have to pressure wash. But good thing it's sunny and 70. Should dry out really good. Today and tomorrow it's supposed to be nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash it. All right, Amy, I have another outcrop for you to tackle. Up there's the top of it. There's a little one here, and it wraps around. Another steep one, but we can do it. All right, I'm back to rescue the last of my wood here. I got this section here, and then this other one tipped over. I figured it would with the wind, but that's all right. I need to lay it down anyway. So I'll take off what I can salvage here. I'm gonna leave that one in kind of a bigger section for maybe a headboard. We'll see if that actually works out like I'm thinking it's gonna, but it may not. But either way, we got the big trailer today, so I'm gonna have him bring it back, because this oak board here is about 20 feet long, so we need the big trailer anyway. So it's gonna be 70 today. It's only in the 40s, so I'm starting out with like 3 layers of clothes. I'm sure I'll be shedding it pretty soon. All right, let's get this done.
The sunrise creeping over the pasture land. Got dirt on my boots and calloused hands. They said a girl couldn't run this place alone, but this stubborn heart is made of field and stone. Yeah, I'm a tractor queen in faded denim jeans, living out my wild and golden dreams. Got my own 2 feet on my own damn ground, built a life from what they said could not be found. Mended fences when the northern winds would blow. Learned to trust the seeds I chose to sow.
All right, well, originally what I was thinking was keeping this intact, just shortening it, because a king-size headboard is about 80 inches. Right there, center, 40 inches actually ends right here. So, I mean, it's a lot bigger than 80 inches. And as I'm looking at the boards, they have a mix of oak and pine in here, especially on the ends here. So I'm going to take it apart, because even if first of all, for logistics, just manual labor, mainly me. Anyway, I was going to take it apart when I got it back to get behind all those boards, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there from the last 50 years. You don't want that on your headboard. So as much as I don't want to, I'm going to see if I can get it pried off and take it piece by piece. I doubt I'm going to keep some of these pine ones here. I'll just pick out the nice oak ones, and I got plenty to pick from to backfill.
Oh, every sunset pays me back in ruby red, silencing the doubtful voices in my head. Yeah, I'm a tractor queen in faded denim jeans, living out my wild and golden dreams. Got my own 2 feet on my own damn ground, built a life from what they said could not be found. Oh, 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 couldn't be found.
Whew. All right, that took a little she muscle to get all them off. But, you know, like I said, these outside ones here are all pine. They all kind of split anyway, so I'll keep them on the pile here. But I'm going to take those middle oak ones there. And I also got some 2x8x15s. They're still solid and straight, so if anything, that was worth the time and effort. So remember when I said I found some boards with these little tiny tacks in them, almost like wallpaper tacks or something, and I thought maybe it was being reused from another structure, like a house or something. Well, I'm pretty sure it was. So this board right here came from that upper peak right there. So there's no reason this should be up there for a barn. But what I'm finding is pieces of newspaper. There's a bigger piece right here. I don't see a date on it. Wish I could. If I find one, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's proof that it was probably in a house somewhere and then recycled. That explains all the little tiny tacks, because even this one has them too now. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I can't really tell much from this side here. I mean, that's a WWII. And then I can't tell what the rest of that is. But maybe there's something on the other side. I don't know. No numbers. Maybe this has a little bit here. I'll put it in the sun here. No. Anyway, it's still really cool. Piece of history. I think there's writing on this other side. Whoa, don't let the wind get it. Something 8 ounce worth $1.70. That's cool. Here's another piece of paper. I took a picture of it because I think I can see it better that way. But it's about a ploy and ship and allies fail. It's something about the ministries, and it looks like it's from London. So I don't know what that's about. I think that kind of solidifies the tacks that they were using. Yeah, there was definitely some kind of backing on the wall, and it looks like it was painted. Or wallpaper. Actually, it looks like wallpaper. Yeah, it's fabric. So definitely from a house. Long time ago. But still very cool. Alright, this is my last clue. Actually, last board. Still no date, but Joy, something with a T, every whatever. And then there's a picture of a girl here, and I think another one there maybe. Alright, well there you have it. Lots of different sizes, lengths, width. I tried to sort them. Towards the end, they didn't get sorted very well. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I got enough to make, I don't know, maybe a table or 10. But I mean, come on. They say a girl can't have too many shoes. Pretty sure a girl can't have too much barnwood. Right, Joe? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a few pieces that are still down there yet, Joe. Good thing we got room.
All right, here's a finished product of the mantle she was making from the first half of this video. Coincidentally, she actually changed it because she didn't like this one was a little bit twisted, but the other one looks equally as good, if not better. But this is what she does with these oak beams. She brings them back to life and appreciates history. So thanks for joining us. I hope to see you on a future episode. Thanks a lot.